It got spooky. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you. You know the vibes. And I am the best reporting on the Eagles. I put this cocoa butter on, man. The joint got me looking like, I don't know what's up with this cocoa butter, man. It got me looking kind of moist. Pause. What's up, man? What's shaking, man? What's going on? What's going on with it? What they do? You know what I mean? Let me get in here real quick. Let's get to business, man. Let's open up the shop, man. Open up the shop real quick. Shop talk. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy 500 Philly 500, man. He ain't feeling good, man. He was a little under the weather. You know what I mean? I talked to him last night. We was chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? He getting over it, though. He gonna be back. He gonna be back in full effect. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's ordering the merchandise, the windbreakers and all of that. You know what I mean? We're going to get right to it, though, man, because the Combine, Double O was talking last night. The Combine put a lot of stuff in perspective. You know what I mean? Some guys showed up, some guys didn't. So this is what happens. After a Combine generally was good, everybody. After a Combine generally, you can't stop the beast. 500, you can't stop the beast. You cannot stop that beast. Ain't no cold, no fever, nothing that gonna stop him. You know what I'm saying? But this Combine put a lot of stuff in perspective. So you can have your draft boards, you can have your draft order, your pecking order, and those things change after things like Combines and stuff like that. After teams interview these players, that stuff starts to change. So me and 500, we gonna tweak our draft board a little bit. You know what I mean? I think for the most part, we got some big picks. Now, what we did on our draft board was not say where we thought these people were going to go. You know what I mean? I think for the most part, everybody is a number 1 round pick on our draft board, but you know what I mean? Better prospect, Claypool or Laviska. I like Claypool, man. Claypool jumped up the ranks to me, man. Can you ship a windbreaker to Colorado? I can ship anywhere in the U.S. I've shipped to Germany's. I've shipped to Germany. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's copping the windbreakers, though, man. The windbreaker, so I know everybody don't got PayPal, so I got Cash App, too. So people are using Cash App more than PayPal, but I got both, man. If you want to send your payment to Cash App, it's the $ Brunson17Y. You're going to see the logo pop up. Or PayPal, ElijahEBrunson@gmail.com. I can't believe the Redskins really finna give us Chase Young. That's what I'm saying, man. That's dangerous, man. That's what I wanted to talk about, man. I want to talk about a lot of stuff, man. The Washington Redskins are actually in a weird way contemplate. It's not even a weird way. Let's think about this right now. The Washington Redskins are actually thinking about not taking Chase Young at number 2. Now, it's so weird. So first I want to start off with the Bengals. The Bengals got the number 1 pick in the draft. We already know that. The Bengals are thinking about taking Burrow. We know that as well. But at the same time, the Bengals have been bullied into taking Burrow because after what I saw from Justin Jefferson, the guy who's penned in this the guy who's the thumbnail for this live stream, what I saw from him in the Combine was just remarkable. He ran a 4.4. That's fast. You know what I'm saying? That's fast. You know, everybody wants to give Burrow a lot of credit. He won a national title. I get it. But from the outside looking in, I see that those receivers made Burrow. And the Bengals have been so bad for so long that they're being bullied into taking Burrow. They're being bullied into taking Burrow. You know what I mean? You got to kind of take Burrow. I think Tua is still the best quarterback in the draft. I know he got hurt, but I think Tua is the best quarterback in the draft. You know what I mean? The Bengals were bullied into they're bullied into taking Burrow. But the Washington Redskins don't appear to be bullied into taking Chase Young. They got an opportunity to take a generational quarterback. And Tua, I believe Tua is going to be a generational talent. They have an opportunity in taking Tua at number 2. And you know, it don't matter if you got Dwayne Haskins on the roster. It don't matter who's currently there. If you got the opportunity to set up shop with a new quarterback and a new head coach, I think you got to kind of look into that, man. You got to look into doing that if you're the Washington Redskins. So I'm not mad at the Washington Redskins possibly passing on Chase Young. Now, if the Redskins pass on Chase Young, that creates that will create an onslaught. You will see an onslaught, an emergence. You will see everything changes if Chase Young goes 3. Trust me. Everything changes if Chase Young goes 3. So that's what I got to say about the number 1 and the number 2 pick in terms of the Bengals Redskins. The Lions, in my opinion, if Chase Young slips to 3, the Lions will take Chase Young. Now, it's a lot of good offensive tackles in this draft. Now, you got, after the Giants, you got the Dolphins, who ideally wouldn't need to take a quarterback. They're thinking about Tua, if everything goes as planned, if Tua goes to 5. You got the Chargers, who absolutely need a quarterback. You got the Panthers, who I don't really know what the Panthers need at the moment, to be honest. You got the Panthers, who probably need an offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? The Cardinals will definitely need a wide receiver. They got the generational quarterback. I hope these offensive tackles make wide receivers slot. That's what I'm saying. I hope these offensive tackles make wide receivers slot. That's why I'm going down the list of needs of some of these teams. The Panthers will probably need an offensive tackle. The Cardinals are going to take a wide receiver. The Cardinals are going to take a wide receiver or offensive tackle. The Giants are taking an offensive tackle at 4, if I didn't say that. The Cardinals take a wide receiver or offensive tackle. It's inevitable. Now, you want to give Kyler Murray some protection, but you also at the same time want to make sure Kyler Murray got a number 1 target to throw to. And who wouldn't want to learn from the great Larry Fitzgerald on probably his last season? So you never know what's going to happen there. Cardinals are a wild card for me. The Jaguars are not going to take a wide receiver, I don't think. The Browns are not going to take a wide receiver either. Obviously, why would the Browns take a wide receiver? The Jaguars and the Browns are both probably going to go offensive tackle. I can see the Jaguars going cornerback, trying to replace Jalen Ramsey. The Jets are going to probably go offensive tackle, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Jets took a wide receiver. You know, it wouldn't surprise me. So now you got 2 teams that could possibly take a wide receiver from 1 to 11. Those 2 teams being the Cardinals, in my opinion, and the Jets, because the Jets probably lose Anderson. The Raiders are definitely going to take a wide receiver. The Raiders need a wide receiver. So at this point, you probably already have Jerry Jeudy gone, CeeDee Lamb gone, and you know, Justin Jefferson is a wild card to me, man. I think Justin Jefferson is probably the top 2 wide receiver in this draft. You know what I mean? The way he performed at the combine, the upside is tremendous for that guy, man. The Colts are going to take a quarterback. They have no choice. The Buccaneers are going to take probably an offensive lineman or something like that. The Broncos, this is the spot where we need to trade up to. The Broncos are going to take a wide receiver, I believe. But if we trade up with the Broncos, and, you know, I think we can make something happen right there and getting Henry Ruggs. The Falcons are not going to take a wide receiver. The Dallas Cowboys, you never know what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do, because if you lose Amari Cooper, you got to take a wide receiver. You're planning on losing a cornerback, so I would say the Dallas Cowboys are going to go cornerback. The Dolphins, the Dolphins are going to need the Dolphins are definitely going to need a quarterback. And then you get closer to the Eagles, and then we got to make a decision. You got to think about who's possibly going to be gone. Who's going to be gone? Jerry Jeudy ain't going to be around at 21. The route running on this kid is remarkable. A lot of people are comparing him to Marvin Harrison, man. That's ridiculous. So I don't want Jerry Jeudy to be around. I don't really expect Henry Ruggs to probably be around till 21. You got to make something work. If Henry Ruggs is your guy, you got to make something work. This is why I'm on a train to saying you don't really need to trade up, because somebody's going to be available. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be at 21. The possibilities are going to be limitless, and I'm going to do a full breakdown at what's available at 21, because we run a high risk of missing at 21. That's how much talent is going to be available. If Henry Ruggs is there at 21, you absolutely take Henry Ruggs. You do. This Laviska Shenault 21, that's not going to happen. If Justin Jefferson is there at 21, you got to take him either. You got to take him. Now, me personally, I would go for Henry Ruggs at 21 if he's there. I would hate to see the Philadelphia Eagles wait around till 21 and have to settle for KJ Hamler. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get Henry Ruggs or Justin Jefferson at 21, you got to either go T. Higgins or KJ Hill, in my opinion. Possibly Jalen Reagor. You know I'm not that good with names. You gotta do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I am going to do 3 draft scenarios coming up this week. But But you know, it's crazy what you've seen in the combine because this draft is so deep at 21. I mean, at wide receiver, you don't got to give up your pick. You just don't have to give up your pick. And the Philadelphia Eagles just have to be patient. We don't need to give up the king's ransom to go up. You only give up a king's ransom if you want to trade up for a generational quarterback, in my opinion. When a wide receiver draft this thick, you're not giving up no king's ransom to go get Henry Ruggs. I'm sorry. Henry Ruggs is a beast, but you cannot give up a king's ransom for a wide receiver. You can't do it. It's not a quarterback. We gave up a king's ransom for Carson Wentz. That was a good move. You do not give up a king's ransom for a wide receiver in the draft where they're just everywhere. They're all over the place. Nick Foles goes to the Pats. I'm going to be, Nick Foles might go to the, man, Nick Foles ain't going to the Pats. Nick Foles ain't going to no Patriots, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The Jags trying to, Jags trying to offload Nick Foles. I heard the rumors about that. That's because the Jaguars are an organization who don't know what to do with Nick Foles. They don't know what to do with him. They're not putting no pieces around him. You know what I'm saying? He got hurt the first game of the season, and then they put Gardner Minshew in because Minshew selling tickets. It's all about tickets to some of these teams who don't know anything about winning. The Bengals, it's all about ticket sales for the Bengals. So they're bullied into pick and burrow. They bullied into pick and burrow. You know what I'm saying? The Washington Redskins understand that if they bring in a generational quarterback, that probably could boost the ticket sales if he does well. Chase Young ain't going to make no immediate impact. He's not going to be able to help Haskins. He not. But if you pass on Chase Young and he's a stud, then what can you say? These guys are being bullied into picking people. That's why if you don't need a quarterback, or if you know what I'm saying? That's why from 1 to 5 is always tricky. From 1 to 5 is always tricky, man. You know. I like CeeDee Lamb too, man, but CeeDee Lamb ain't going to make it past CeeDee Lamb ain't going to make it past a couple people, man. I'm sorry, man. CeeDee Lamb ain't going to make it past a lot of people, man. CeeDee Lamb looked in the combine. I'm sorry. Jeffrey to move up. Yeah, he going to move up. Duvernay is a good pick to compete with Greg Ward. Man is an offensive weapon. Yeah? What's going on, Bird Gang? Rumor is Eagles trade up for Lamb. I would love to see the Eagles trade up for Lamb. I think you got to get Ruggs, Brunson. If Carson has a rug, it's over for Mahomes. I mean, but you don't. What do you want to do? What are you going to do? You got to give up you got to give up your 2nd round pick and like a 4th round pick if you want to trade up to get Henry Ruggs. You got to do that. A lot of draft scenarios got Ruggs falling down to 21 because so many people need offensive tackles, and that cornerback Jeff Okuye, whatever his name is, that dude is a stud. They got him going top 3. And it's a shame that our division was so trash that our division is picking within the top 5, I believe, except for the Eagles and the Cowboys, because our whole division picks at 17. Picks at 17. Do you realize how dangerous that is coming out of this draft? We could possibly have Chase Young in our division. We could have Jerry Jeudy. We can have anybody in our division, man. It's only a matter of time. So I am on the train of the Washington Redskins going to get a quarterback. I'm on that train of the Redskins going to get a quarterback. You know, I'm torn. Actually, I would love them to keep Haskins because I'm not really too sold on Haskins. And Chase Young, we do a good job. We got the offensive line, the experienced offensive line to be able to block a Chase Young. I feel like we got the experience to be able to block a Chase Young. We've done it against Khalil Mack in the playoffs. I feel like we're good against a Chase Young. But an elite quarterback, I don't know how we'll be able to, deal with that, especially with the rebuilding of a secondary. Now, we got the only elite quarterback in the division. Make no mistake about that. So we don't have to see too much of that. You know what I mean? Mims at 21. I'm not going no Mims at 21, bro. We need Patrick Queens in the 2nd round. He's a 1st rounder. Patrick Queens is going in the 1st round. We could trade with Arizona for CeeDee Lamb. What are we going to give Arizona? Alshon Jeffrey? Alshon Jeffrey in a 4th? I like it if they'll take it. What do I see Jordan Love getting drafted? That's the quarterback. I see Jordan Love going to the Colts. around that time. Kenneth Murray, a beast. I don't think I heard of him yet. They want Ertz. Who want Ertz? Arizona? Arizona can't have Ertz. Arizona can't have Ertz. And the Eagles will be dumb enough to put Ertz on because Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert could play. Jefferson is our best bet at 21. I believe he could be the best bet at 21, and I believe that's his steal. I believe Jefferson could possibly be better than Jerry Jeudy, man. Everybody giving Jerry Jeudy all this praise because, you know, he real smooth with the routes. Jefferson just as smooth, man. I think Eagles need to keep all their picks. The draft is extremely rich. I agree. Ertz is not going on a trade. Ertz is not going on a block, bruh. Do I think Laviska? I don't want Laviska on my team. I'm not high on Laviska. I think y'all like him because his name is weird. I'm not high on Laviska, though. I'm not falling for the bait on Laviska. He ran I think he ran like a 4.6. I know he hurt himself running or whatever, but it was Lyman that ran faster than Laviska. It was Lyman faster than Laviska, man. I'm not impressed with that. Beast in the red zone. Okay, so is Ertz and so is Goddard. Laviska ran one time, didn't run the second time, and didn't do any more drills. Come on, man. We need somebody big that can go up and grab it. I mean, CeeDee Lamb ain't that big, but CeeDee Lamb could high point the ball. Should we draft a cornerback? Yeah, we got to draft the cornerback. We got 10 picks. Keep all of your picks and fill some of these holes. If you truly want to go young, you're going to keep at least 8 of these picks, man. Shenault tore his abdomen when he ran his 40. Yeah, so, I mean, he tore his abdomen. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. I mean, you know, I wish him a speedy recovery, but at the same time, I just didn't think he was that fast anyway. You know what I mean? But would I take him in the third? Yeah, absolutely. I'll take Laviska in the third. You know what I mean? AJ Terrell may get drafted in the first to KC. I think who's AJ Terrell? Is he a wide receiver or a corner? If it's a cornerback, I think he's going to go to Dallas. Any news on Jenkins sign? I haven't heard it, man. If Laviska is there in the 5th round, I'm taking him. Clemson cornerback, yeah, I think Dallas going to pick him, man, because Dallas not going to pay, what the hell is the dude named Jones? They're not going to pay him. Brunson, what's your first 5 picks in the draft? My first 5 picks, if the draft got to go the way it's supposed to go, if I'm the Bengals, I'm taking Tua number 1. At number 2, who's number 2 in the draft? Number 2 is the Redskins. If I'm the Skins, I'm taking Chase Young. If I'm the Lions, I'm taking that quarterback, Aduko. I always get this dude's name wrong. If I'm the Giants, I'm taking an offensive lineman for Daniel Jones. And if I'm the Dolphins, I'm taking Burrow at 5. Subscribe if you're new. You already know, man. We so close to 10 subs, man. I appreciate that, J-Trap. We super close to, hey, thank you for the donations. I didn't even see that. Big Pain, man. Thanks, bruh. We have bad players, and y'all want to trade Ertz. Yeah, they tripping about talking about trade Ertz. I've been talking, man. I didn't even see the donation thing pop up. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the Philadelphia Eagles, you know, they vowed to us that they want to go young and they want to give these younger players opportunity. But why are we even talking about bringing guys like Jason Peters back? It's very confusing to me, man. Do you think the Giants could be low-key better by getting Jason? What Jason are you talking about? Jefferson in the first, hopefully Mims in the third. I like Jefferson a lot, man. Jefferson really climbed up to my, you know what I mean? Sup, Lil Brunson, I've dropped 13 on the keto in 10 days. Where you at? I didn't really, I got to stock my fridge and my keto stuff, but, you know, I'm slowly back on my keto, drinking my water. 13 pounds in 10 days, I'm telling you, man, that keto is no joke. It's no joke. It's no joke. Then when you start working out, you're going to start seeing big, you know what I mean? Jason Garrett is buns. He don't exist to me no more. Andre Dillard is a first rounder. He's ready. Peters has to go. Peters is playing at a high level. Don't get me wrong. Peters is playing at a very high level. A very high level. Peters is playing at a Pro Bowl level, man. Don't get that confused at all. Don't get it confused at all. But, you know, I think we prematurely replacement because he's playing so high at a high level. Now, I don't think that means you got to trade Andre Dillard, but Peters probably can go another 3 years. Who I think we get in the free agency, man, I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough. Peters is definitely still a top 10 tackle. I agree. Is Peters staying? A sign Dillard isn't ready? I don't think it's a sign that Dillard isn't ready. I just think it's a sign that Dillard ain't better than Peters right now. And that's a real possibility, man. Jason Peters is a Hall of Fame left tackle, man. A Hall of Fame left tackle. And you know, let's talk about this, man. So somebody confronted Alshon Jeffrey. And you know, I believe the person that confronted him was Jason Peters. This is a Jason Peters move. Jason Peters is a vet. Jason Peters is one of the longest tenured Eagles on the roster. Brandon Graham, the only person that got him beat. You know what I mean? If they bring back Peters and let Malcolm walk, that's a mistake. I don't think it's a mistake. I don't think it's a mistake bringing back Peters. You can't compare apples to oranges. Peters wanted a one-year deal. Malcolm want his deal restructured. You think it was Brooks Hurston? I don't know. Think it was Lane or Kelsey? It don't seem like Kelsey swag. It don't seem like Kelsey swag, or it don't seem like Brandon Brooks swag. You know, Brandon Brooks suffers from anxiety. And guys that suffer from anxiety, you know, I be having my little anxiety issue sometimes. Guys that suffer from anxiety sometimes don't like to get into back and forth with people because that makes the anxiety peak. When a guy that suffer from anxiety get into a back and forth with you, he probably about to just start going ham on you. You know what I mean? What's going on, Rock? Rock the artist, what it do? Can I get a wrench? You need to get a picture. If we go corner or linebacker instead of wide in the draft, will you be disappointed? I'll be disappointed in linebacker. Corner, I would be able to understand, but you got to go wide receiver in the draft, LT. Do I think Ertz going to retire Eagle? He better. Maddox could take over as captain if Jenkins walk. Negative. Can I get a wrench? I got you. Joe Burrow to the Redskins? Probably. Probably, man. You know what I mean? The fact that they even interviewing quarterbacks is disrespectful to Dwayne Haskins. You put Dwayne Haskins in a situation to where, you know, he was drafted by nobody that was going to be able to take care of him. His coach got fired, the guy that saw something in him. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody else got fired for the Redskins. And now you're bringing in Ron Rivera, who want to put his foot down immediately. Listen, I want to groom somebody from the get-go. You can still do that with Haskins. Move Jenkins to middle linebacker. Jenkins too small to play middle linebacker. Trade Rasul Douglas to Detroit in a 4th-round pick. Take that, Rob Long. But all right, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Official video coming later. Got a lot of running around to do. Obviously, I'm still at work, man. You know, Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you. Hey, yo, and shout out to everybody that bought the merch, man. I know I talked about that, man. You know, you know, that's huge. That's huge. You about to start seeing a lot of people pop up with their windbreakers. It's 65 degrees out here, so you know what I mean? We so close. I think we like 200 and something subs away from 10,000. So please, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. We are climbing up the mountain, man. You know what I'm saying? We climbed up the mountain. I mean, I appreciate that, LT. We climbing up the mountain, man. It's all because of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We need to get these 10,000 subs, and then we're gonna continue to break down barriers and push the culture forward as we talking about, you know, sports content creators, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all, man. Hey, Rock the artist, man. Take this wrench with you, man. Right, let's get it to 10K, man. Alshon to the Jets, probably. But we're going to talk about it in an official video, man. I'm going to check on my guy 500, man. He wasn't feeling good, man. But, you know, the dingbat is resilient, man. I'm out of here.